Have you ever looked at your grocery cart and wondered what it says about your future bank account? What if I told you that the person buying organic kale and the person grabbing instant ramen aren't just making different food choices, they're making different financial destinies? Today, I'm going to show you how your weekly grocery list is secretly predicting your financial future in ways that might shock you. I stumbled across this revelation while analyzing spending patterns of thousands of households, and what I discovered completely changed how I think about money. The correlation between grocery habits and long-term wealth building is so strong that financial advisors are starting to use shopping patterns as predictive tools. By the end of this video, you'll never look at your grocery list the same way again, and more importantly, you'll know exactly how to optimize it for financial success. Let's start with something that seems completely backwards. The people who spend more money on groceries often end up wealthier in the long run. I know this sounds crazy, but hear me out. When you buy higher quality ingredients and cook at home, you're not just feeding your body better, you're training your brain to think long-term. This mindset shift is everything when it comes to building wealth. Think about it this way. The person who buys a $10 bag of quinoa is making a decision that extends far beyond dinner tonight. They're investing in their health, which reduces medical costs down the road. They're developing cooking skills that save thousands annually compared to eating out. Most importantly, they're practicing delayed gratification, the single most important skill for accumulating wealth. Meanwhile, the person grabbing frozen dinners and fast food might save money today, but they're setting themselves up for higher expenses tomorrow. Poor nutrition leads to higher healthcare costs. Lower energy levels affect career performance, and the convenience trap keeps them from developing money-saving skills. But here's where it gets really interesting. Your grocery list reveals your relationship with planning, and planning is the foundation of financial success. People who make detailed grocery lists tend to have detailed budgets. People who meal prep are more likely to have emergency funds. People who buy in bulk understand the power of compound savings. I've identified 5 distinct grocery personality types, and each one predicts a different financial trajectory. First, there's the impulse shopper. They walk into the store without a list, grab whatever looks good, and often leave having spent twice what they intended. These shoppers typically struggle with budgeting in other areas of their lives too. They're reactive rather than proactive with their finances. Then we have the coupon master. This person plans every purchase around deals and discounts. While this seems smart on the surface, it often leads to buying things they don't actually need just because they're on sale. This mirrors a dangerous investment behavior where people chase returns instead of building solid, long-term strategies. The brand loyalist always buys the same products regardless of price. They value consistency and are willing to pay for it. These individuals often make steady, conservative financial decisions. They're not going to get rich quick, but they're also not going to go broke from risky investments. Next is the health optimizer. They prioritize quality and nutrition over price. These shoppers understand that spending more upfront often saves money later. This mindset translates beautifully to investing, where they're willing to pay higher fees for better fund managers or invest in themselves through education and skill development. Finally, there's the strategic shopper. They combine the best of all worlds, planning their purchases, comparing prices, but also investing in quality when it matters. These people typically have the strongest financial outcomes because they've mastered the balance between frugality and strategic spending. Now let's talk about specific items on your grocery list that are financial red flags or green flags. If your cart is full of single-serving packages, you're literally paying a convenience tax that adds up to thousands per year. Those individual yogurt cups cost 3 times more per serving than the large container. This pattern of paying for convenience typically shows up in other areas too, like using expensive money transfer services instead of banking apps, or paying for premium gas when regular works fine. On the flip side, buying versatile ingredients shows financial intelligence. Someone who buys eggs isn't just buying eggs, they're buying breakfast, baking ingredients, protein for salads, and emergency meals all in one purchase. This kind of multi-purpose thinking is exactly what wealthy people do with their investments, looking for assets that serve multiple purposes. The produce section tells an even more interesting story. People who buy a variety of fresh fruits and vegetables are typically better at diversification, not just in their diet, but in their investment portfolios. They understand that putting all your money in one stock is like eating only apples. Technically possible, but not very smart long-term. Here's a pattern that will blow your mind. People who read nutrition labels are significantly more likely to read financial statements and terms of service agreements. The skill of analyzing information before making a purchase translates directly to making better financial decisions. If you're the type who compares protein per dollar in the meat section, you're probably also comparing expense ratios on your mutual funds. The timing of your grocery shopping also predicts financial behavior. People who shop during off-peak hours to avoid crowds often make financial decisions based on logic rather than emotion. They're not buying stocks when everyone else is excited about them, and they're not selling when panic sets in. Meanwhile, people who always shop during the busiest times often make impulsive financial decisions driven by social pressure and fear of missing out. Let's talk about something most people never consider: the psychology of your grocery store layout and how it relates to your spending habits. Grocery stores are designed to make you spend more, with essential items placed in the back so you have to walk past tempting displays. If you consistently fall for these tricks at the grocery store, you're probably falling for similar psychological manipulation in other spending areas. The most financially successful people I've studied have mastered what I call strategic grocery intelligence. They understand that every purchase is a vote for their future self. When they buy ingredients for a healthy home-cooked meal, they're voting for lower healthcare costs, better energy, and improved productivity. When they buy quality cooking equipment, they're voting for years of money saved on restaurants. But here's the key insight that ties everything together. Your grocery list reflects your time horizon thinking. People who buy ingredients for complex meals that take hours to prepare are comfortable with delayed gratification. They can wait for investment returns to compound over decades. People who only buy food they can eat immediately struggle with long-term financial planning. This time horizon thinking shows up in subtle ways. Do you buy the large container of olive oil that costs more upfront but saves money per ounce? Do you invest in a chest freezer so you can buy meat in bulk when it's on sale? These decisions reveal someone who thinks in terms of total cost of ownership rather than just upfront price. Now, let me share the most counterintuitive finding from my research. The people with the most organized grocery lists often have the most complex investment portfolios. There's something about the discipline required to categorize your shopping needs that translates perfectly to asset allocation and rebalancing. Here's how you can immediately start using your grocery shopping to improve your financial future. First, always shop with a list, but make it a strategic list. Plan your meals around versatile ingredients that can be used multiple ways. This trains your brain to look for opportunities that serve multiple purposes, a crucial skill for building wealth. Second, set a grocery budget and stick to it religiously. This isn't about depriving yourself, it's about practicing the discipline you'll need when you're managing larger amounts of money later. If you can't control your spending at the grocery store, how will you control it when you're making six figures? Third, start thinking of your grocery spending as an investment. Every dollar you spend on quality ingredients that help you cook at home is a dollar invested in your future financial freedom. Every convenience item you skip is a dollar that can go toward your emergency fund or retirement account. Finally, use your grocery shopping as a monthly financial health check. If you notice you're buying more convenience foods, ask yourself what's causing the time pressure in your life. If you're consistently going over budget, examine what emotional triggers might be affecting your spending in other areas. Your grocery list is a mirror reflecting your financial future. The question is, do you like what you see? If not, the beautiful thing is that you can start changing your financial trajectory with your very next shopping trip. Every time you walk into a grocery store, you have the opportunity to practice the habits that will make you wealthy. The person who masters their grocery shopping has already developed the skills needed to master their finances. Strategic thinking, delayed gratification, quality assessment, budgeting, and long-term planning. These are the exact same skills that separate the wealthy from everyone else. So next time you're making your grocery list, remember that you're not just planning meals, you're planning your financial future. Make those choices count.